Now, I love horror. Okay, we get it, nigga, damn. And as much as I love to play horror games, I also like to watch a lot of horror movies. I would say I'm somewhat of a horror movie fanatic, if I do say so myself. Today, just like the scary horror games, I want to sit and talk to you about the scary horror movies, and I'll be talking about the scariest movie that I have seen in a really, really long time.
Out on them. Nigga, who gotta be out of your mind. You must be out of your mind. What the fuck are those?
Now, Obsession is one of those movies that has come out in the last couple of weeks as of recording this, and it's quite new when it comes to the horror scene. But my god, does it do a great job at capturing the horror aspect in this movie. So, at the start of the movie, we get introduced to Bear, a shy, hopeless romantic working at a music store. We meet his three other friends, Nikki, Sarah, and Ian. And Nikki, she's the important one in this story. Really important. Now you see Bear, he has a little thing for Nikki, right? But he's a bum and he's too shy to even tell her how he truly feels. And I know damn well we've all been there, bro. It gets dark, man. It gets so dark. And throughout the whole start of this movie, you can tell Nikki does not fuck with him in that way. In fact, she friend zones him multiple times. But somehow Bear does not get the hit one bit. It was pissing me off. So now Bear walks into a shop and stumbles on a one-wish willow that claims to grant one single wish. So he buys it because he's madly in love, innit? So yeah. And so he starts to say his wish.
I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone in the entire world.
And at first, things seem to be going well. They're going on dates, you know, making out, doing a little ting-ting, you know what I'm saying? But I can't lie, things start to get scary really quickly. I'm talking the first 45 minutes of this movie. Things get creepy. From what I just told you, you may be thinking, Rojo, this movie does not sound scary. Not one bit. I'm gonna have to sit you down when I tell you this. This movie is fucking terrifying. Sitting in the cinema, hood on, everything, making sure man's covered, my balls were sweating. Nikki is super unpredictable. Bear can't control anything. I can't lie though. Now that I think about it, Bear is a bitch ass nigga. The fact that you had to call upon something to grant you a wish for her to fall in love with you, it has to be a crime. It has to be some sort of crime. Now, off the surface, just from the movie poster alone, you could tell this movie is weird. I'm not even gonna lie, it's just weird. We get introduced to Tim and Millie, who have moved away because their relationship is on the ropes. Before they moved though, they decided to throw somewhat of a farewell party with their friends. And during the party, without nobody knowing, Millie proposes to Tim. And I can't lie, Tim starts stuttering, hesitating, you know, and just embarrasses his girl in front of all of their boys.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though.
The day after their party, Millie goes to meet her co-worker Jamie, because now she's got a new job as an elementary school teacher. And Jamie puts the idea of the hiking trails into her head. So they go and do it. They both go hiking in the woods near their house, and obviously a rainstorm just starts happening out of nowhere, mind you. On the day they're going hiking, do they not have like a weather app or something? You're supposed to check the weather, bro. What the hell? Of course, they end up falling into an underground cave that was apparently part of a collapsed New Age church. And obviously, these idiots couldn't escape, so they just stay in the cave overnight, which is already a bit weird, not gonna lie. These guys ain't scared of shit. Now, this is the part that pissed me off when I was watching this movie. Tim drinks from a strange underground pool of water. Like, do you not think, okay, we're in an underground cave of an old church, and, you know, it has shit going into the water, like, it looks veiny. Let me drink out of the water. Are you stupid? Next morning, they both wake up partially fused together by the legs. That already is disgusting. And pass on as mildew. When they get home, Tim starts bugging a little bit. Whenever he's separated from Millie, his body starts tweaking a little bit. Tim has a music gig that he has to get to, so Millie drives him to the station. But also, she has to go to her first day of work. But because of his separation anxiety, Tim ends up just going straight to her workplace. Mind you, how the hell does he know where it is already? It's only her first day. I guarantee you she didn't even know. He arrives at the school and obviously Millie's a bit confused and they have a little bit of an argument in the school bathrooms. The boys' school bathroom, mind you. But then their argument escalates. It then getting down and dirty, if you know what I mean. But immediately after he finishes, their paths get stuck together. I saw a little pee-pee. Oh my god. They then end up screaming, tearing themselves apart. But a kid walks in, they stop, leaves, comes back with Jamie. And Jamie's saying to her,
"Hey, you know this is the boys' bathroom, right? You can't be here."
I'm sorry. I was getting
my back blown out.
I mean, I was just taking a piss. I'm sorry. I really had to go.
But then, when they thought Jamie was gone, Tim climbs out, but obviously Jamie notices that there, but doesn't say anything. He's a good lad, he is. Still a bit weird they're fucking in the school bathrooms, especially for the little boys. But I guess it's fine in this movie. It's just fine. That same night, their love for each other grows stronger and stronger, and they forgive each other, and that's the end.
I love you.
While they're sleeping, they wake up and then their bodies just start dramatically dragging to each other in the middle of the hallway. And then, wait, hold on. This ain't so bad. Their arms start to fuse together. Oh, it was nasty. It was actually so disgusting to watch. But Tim comes up with the great idea to overdose on muscle relaxant pills. And they become somewhat confused until the next morning. Millie then claims that they need to go to a hospital. But obviously, they can't go to a hospital. What the hell are they going to say to that? What are they going to prescribe to you for you to stop fusing with your partner? Like, just think about it for a second. You go to the hospital, fuse together with your partner. What do you want them to do? They're just going to do the same thing as Saw. But if it keeps happening, you know, just kill me, man. Just kill me if that happens. Just kill me. But while she was going to go to the hospital, she realized she left her keys in Jamie's house. So she then goes. And Tim sees it as an opportunity to go to the same cave that they went in for answers. Deep inside this cave, he finds this disgusting fused together organism. Turns out it was a couple that had recently gone missing that was in the news. It cuts to Millie entering Jamie's house and she sees 2 videotapes of 2 men getting married. And she realizes Jamie himself is a result of an earlier fusion between 2 people connected to the church. This just blows my fucking mind, it does, honestly. Jamie then comes out of the darkness all sinister and explains that her and Tim need to fuse so they can to be truly complete and be way more happier with each other. But obviously, Millie says hell no. So she tries to run, but Jimmy's just too quick with it and cuts her arm open. Millie and Tim, they reunite outside the house and Tim explains that he went to the cave and explained what he saw, believing that the fusion is inevitable no matter what they try and do. So Tim comes up with the bright idea to kill himself. Like I said, that's the best thing you can actually do. But obviously, Millie's like,
No, I don't want you to die though.
but Millie starts dying anyway because of the cut that Jamie gave her. And to stop the bleeding, Tim, with his smart head, presses himself against her. Their bodies begin merging again, and realizing they can't escape, they just admit, yeah, you know what, I love you. Oh, I love you too. And they start kissing each other sexually, butt naked, mind you, in the middle of their living room, and they just start to fuse. And if I'm being honest, this is generally the most disgusting thing I've seen in any horror movie. It was rank. You got their eyes fusing together, their arms, their legs, and then when we see them before the final product of their fusion, it's just this mashed up version of each other. They look horrified. I'm not even gonna lie, they look terrified. A few days later, Millie's parents arrive to visit the couple, you know, for a little dinner, you know, with the couple. And what opens the door is a more calm, peaceful, like, fusion of the 2 couples. Yeah. Bit of a weird one, but I like the ending. The ending's beautiful. It's cute. But now, I think it's time for us to finally move on to the scariest movie that me, Percy, has ever seen. And I'm not gonna lie, I found this shit entertaining as hell. I know some of you guys haven't watched it like a true movie veteran that I am. We start off by getting introduced to Elizabeth Sparkle, a once famous actress and current TV aerobics host. And she just turned the big 50. Woo! Unfortunately, this comes with a few disadvantages. So her manager decides to fire her on the spot.
How the old has been able to stick around for this long.
What's wrong with him?
Obviously, she just got fired after how many years of being on TV? For what? Turning 50. And because of this, she crashed her car by accident. Idiot. At the hospital, there's some guy feeling up her spine, squeezing her back and that. I don't know what was gonna happen. It seemed like things were gonna get sexual. Sexual, I tell you. The doctor then slips her a little USB drive, which was advertising The Substance. Yes, the name of the movie. Fucking hell. Could they not think of a better name than just calling it the title of the movie? What the hell, man? And obviously, it wouldn't be a horror movie. She ended up going to reclaim her youth and pick up her product from a weird alleyway. Really weird flipping alleyway. Look at this. Now, the process of The Substance is that the user has to inject a non-green liquid just straight into their body. And a more younger, perfect version of themselves will appear. It's disgusting. Transformation was just so disgusting to look at. Like, ew, what is that? New body basically then takes Elizabeth's life and goes on as
Sue.
I'm not gonna lie as well. Sue kinda. Ooh, he is bad. Oh my goodness.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Now, obviously, it wouldn't be a horror movie without certain fuck up, right? Well, guess what? Sue starts to break these rules. She keeps repeatedly not switching back on time because obviously she wants to live more. And I can't lie, she had a few things coming up here and there. So it was, I would do the same thing. But these come with some side effects on the original body because now Elizabeth starts to become more miserable, more destructive, and she starts to wrinkle. Not good. Elizabeth now has had enough. She starts to get a bit jelly of Sue and she tries to kill Sue, but somehow they're both awake at the same time, which is definitely not supposed to happen. They start scrapping in the house, and I'm not gonna lie, Sue had them burners on her. She was chasing the fuck out of Elizabeth. I will give props where props is due. Even though Elizabeth was old and fragile by this point, she had them burners as well. What the hell is going on? And Sue milks the fuck out of Elizabeth. I know, sad, right? Proper sad. R.I.P. my dog. So now because the host, kinda Elizabeth, has died, Sue starts to fall apart, and this sucks because it's her major breakout day. She's gonna be performing on New Year's. It's fucked. So now Sue is panicking, wanting to birth a new version of herself. But even I was thinking, that shit ain't gonna work. It don't work like that. And then we see the birth of a new other self called Monstro Alice Sue. I don't know how to say this name. I'm gonna just slap it on the screen. Yeah, after editing this now, the name is Monstro Alyssa Sue. I'm just a dumbass. Sorry, guys. This weird version of both of them goes to the final show thinking they're so beautiful, hallucinating that everybody loves them. That's not the case. This version of them then crawls up on stage. I'm not gonna lie, this final performance, there was just boobsicles everywhere for no reason at all. Kids were there as well. What the hell? Pushing her, kicking her. It was crazy. The final scene is of Elizabeth Faith crawling through the streets of a Hollywood Walk of Fame star. Sits on it, and I'll be honest, she smiles and melts away peacefully. But yeah, that's all we have time for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Maybe comment what movie you want to see next, because I might do a part 2. I have way more movies I have to talk about. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.
Ice on my face, I look ratchet. Fuck on my face like a hatchet. I put the drum on the pistol. High neck on 4, they gon' miss. Double R and a little crystal. Yeah. Double O, yeah, with my niggas. Kill that boy, he not that nigga. Yeah. Sending shots, we so evil. Yeah. Sending shots, we so evil. Yeah. Sending shots, we so evil. Yeah. Chrome heart feel like a regal. Yeah.